He's a great son and I love him very much. And the pride just overflows. This is the Czur ET24 professional scanner. My dad left behind a lot of artifacts after he passed away, and I've been looking for a way to just basically capture it all efficiently. And I was kind of not sure what to do because I was like, I could set up my camera and manually photograph everything. There's got to be a better solution. Thankfully, I reached out to Czur and they were willing to send me one of their scanners for free. They're not paying me to make this review though. I just wanted to share my experience using it and documenting my dad's stuff. One of the big projects is my dad had a journal that he wrote for over 12 years. And it's very important to me and my family, though, I don't necessarily know if I have the heart to go through the whole thing right now because it's a lot. But thankfully, I was able to use this scanner to quickly go through all of it. And I just kind of wanted to share it with you. So I figured this wouldn't be a very good video if I didn't include some of the little nice things from my dad's journal. At the beginning of his journal, he says, "In case of loss, please return to Bob Lockman." But as a reward, he says, "1 hug, maybe 2. The E24 scanner is essentially like your all-in-one solution for quickly scanning lots and lots of documents. You can also do video and a few other cool things that you won't find in a lot of other products, or your phone might just struggle to do a lot if you're using the scanning feature there. So what comes in the box? Well, you get the scanner. As you can see here, it's pretty nicely packaged. Your USB cables, a finger button to start the scan, and more importantly, a foot scanner so that you can use it with your foot, kind of like a sewing machine. It's just a lot more ergonomic for mass production. It also comes with these little finger cots, which essentially are for holding the pages down, and the little funky color on there and pattern allows the software to identify it and erase it. You also get the anti-glare light here, which is supposed to get rid of glare on glossy objects. The big thing here is that it comes with this big black mat, which is essential for it being able to find the binding lines on your books and stuff like that, so make sure that's there. One of the most valuable things I feel about their system is really the software integration with the hardware. It just makes it easy to do whatever you want to do, and there are a lot of options. So let me show you just kind of how this actually works. So when you first plop this scanner down on your desk, this is what it's going to look like. When you start a scan series, it'll put the pictures over here so you know what's been scanned before. And on the right side, you can choose between color, black and white, grayscale, yada, yada, yada. But here's what's especially important are the automated scan modes. So right now I've got it set up on the flat single page. So it'll draw its little bounding box. This is by far the most useful feature, is the facing pages. So you can kind of tell it shows you a little bit of a line up there. So once you've got this lined up approximately, I'm going to hit my foot pedal here. Oh, I put my hand in it. Actually turned out fine. I must have moved my hand just in time. You can do a quick preview of your image to see if you like it. As you can tell, the resolution's pretty good. You can do combined sizes. So say like you kind of want your own version of a 2-page document. You can just flip the book here, take a picture of that side, and then it just tells you to flip it to the reverse side. And you notice I don't even have to get it perfectly aligned. Pretty swifty. Something I especially appreciate about this is you actually have an auto scan mode. And what this will do is every time you flip the page, it will do a new scan all by itself. So you just let it process. You just do it again. So here's some of the settings that you can choose from. As you can see, the default is 5,000 pixels, almost 6,000 pixels by 4,200. That's a lot. And your DPI, you can get all the way up to 350. You really don't need much more than that for this. Page settings, something really nice. So if you're doing a different language, you can do right to left, like Hebrew or something. This is the video you're watching right now. Obviously, in the video, you're not going to win any Oscars for audio mixing with this, but like it's as easy as just telling it where to record, and it does it in MP4, which is a very friendly format for YouTube. The other nice thing is you can hook up an HDMI cord into the back and actually do a live presentation with that on a TV if you wanted. One thing I did try to do to take this a bit further is when I scanned in all my dad's journal items, I tried to have Copilot AI actually transcribe what he wrote. AI is not quite ready for my dad's handwriting. It missed quite a few words and confused things, so what didn't work, but man, that would have been awesome if I'd made a searchable journal of my dad, so still working on that part of it. So this is from December 16th, 2015. Such a busy December this year. Back from Danny's pin-on ceremony and graduation. What an honor to pin on his lieutenant bars and give him that first salute. I was so honored by him. He's a great son and I love him very much. And the pride just overflows. That's pretty nice. As you could tell, the thing just works. It just does the scanning, it makes it really quick. It took me a lot longer to make this video than it did just to scan my dad's documents. Now, I'm never gonna get rid of my dad's journal. Like, this is a precious artifact that I will hold on to, a piece of history and a way for me to explore what was going on in his life at the time and understand him better. And it kind of brings him back to life in some ways. But now I know that at least I have it digitally scanned in case anything happens to my house or, I lose this. I have a copy of it for future generations. Someone suggested I keep a journal in this overpriced moleskin journal / notebook keeper. Maybe someone will find stories entertaining that would be nice. One of my best memories was our first real family vacation to Disneyland in 1967, back when flying was still too expensive for most families. So we were going by train. A really nice train, the Santa Fe Railroad. All 4 of us went in coach class. It's pretty good for a first journal entry. You don't have to write a ton when you do a journal entry. Sometimes just a little bit is good. So yeah, that's my dad's journal. I've got to say, it'll take a long time to read through all of this, but I feel like he wanted me to kind of look at it, and I think he'd be okay with me sharing a little bit of it with you guys. I will say though that cancer is a hell of a disease to go through, and you could tell he wrote about it a lot, how terrifying it was and stuff like that, and unfortunately the journal kind of gets darker and darker until he just stops writing. So it's a little hard to deal with all that, but there's a lot of beautiful moments in here, and all I've got to say is make sure you cherish your loved ones and honor them in your relationship with them by giving it the best effort that you can, giving the best of yourself that you can give to them that day, and try to document some of it. Something we didn't have when we were cavemen. Nowadays we can do that, so it's kind of a curse and a good thing at the same time. It brings back memories that can be painful, but also good. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.